Hello and welcome to our trophy report number 10 for April 2022. And today we're going to be reviewing for this month's trophy catches. And as we're going to go into our bag here, we're going to open it up and we're going to go by weight. And our first report is going to be on our trophy Starry Sturgeon. And this was my biggest fish of the month. And we got him on bunches of clam. Of course, they're omnivorous and valuable and repairs depth. And we got this one in Caspian, and they do also like the mussels or the crayfish or the crayfish bunch, and sometimes you'll get them on the mac and other things. So if you're definitely looking for sturgeons, the bunches of clams usually work out well. And also I had a couple of fishes this month on my Acma VB3 flow, which it is a night hook, guys, and we got a nice merluzzo from Italy, and 13 kilograms 8, and it was really pleasant to catch this one. And they bite various lures and baits, fish pieces, things like that, but in lures they do bite a lot. And we also got ourselves a barbed shark, which we got on the sea bunch, which for Norway, it's one of the standard baits for Norway, so you can get a good variety of fishes. And of course these guys are predatory and they prefer a little bit of depth, and we got like a smaller one, like 12 kg now. It's not like a super big trophy, but it's a nice one nonetheless. And then we also got one of my favorite fishes to go for is our lucky trophy Zanders, and I love my Zanders. And again, we were in Italy, and we had the Acma VB3 flow, which I used this hook. I do recommend that if you happen to make it into the Scotland or the Loch Merrow map, I believe this is where they sell this lure. And I do recommend that if you don't know what to fish for at night, toss this in, and you're bound to get some of the rarer or the unique or just common fishes that will bite it. So, and for 9 kg 7, it's a couple kgs over its standard weight, but it's a pretty nice angel fish. I just love these guys anyhow. And then we got a trophy pond trout, which we got on the fly rod, which was rare for me to get something on the fly rod. And we got this one's in France at the ponds, and this one is an 8 kilogram 2. Got him on the Bumblebee, and normally we fish for these using shrimp as well, or various flies. So this one was a very special one and a nice one to get. So, but definitely if you're looking for pond trouts in France, and this is, I believe, the only pond or map in the game where you can only get these as well. And you can get them in all 3 ponds, but like the bigger ones, usually along the edges, but they're better when you spawn in and catch them from the east or west side. The east pond's probably a pinch better. And then, of course, we also got a trophy mullet Palingus, and we got this on the Shiner live bait. And again, we're fishing in Italy, and we got a 7-7 here, and the Palingus are part of the mullet family, so there's a variety of baits that you can catch these fellas with, depending what they're biting from time to time. And then we got a trophy whitefish. We got them on the Norway map, and we also got it on the twister, which is another lure that I do recommend. Maybe get this in the first or second map when you start fishing, and I recommend that it's worth the tokens, guys. This twister, if you're looking for whitefishes, you're definitely going to get some rewards using this particular twister, and it's caught me many trophies. And they're quite fun, and the whitefish are really nice fighters too, of the various species. And then we also got a trophy tench, and I love my tench fishing, guys. This is another fishing I've just grown to love, absolutely just really grown to love tench fishing. And I generally catch them on crawfish tails, and I got a little secret recipe that I use, and they do occasionally take the worms as well, sometimes a leech or cheese, so it is recommended, but generally I put crawfish tails, like the synonymous view is like clams to sturgeon. So if you're looking for these fellas, they're absolutely fun to catch. And I got a nice one too, a 6 kg 8, which is really nice size for a tench. And then we also have a trophy pink salmon, and we were fishing in the recently added maps of the Pechora, and of course the 6 kg one. And the pink salmons are also fun, and they bite a variety of colors and lures. They're in shallow to deep water, and they bite most of the day, so you're bound to get one sooner or later if you catch enough of them. And they are really fun to fish for as well. Then we also got another, was it here? We got, oh yeah, the marsh turtle. This one was fun too, guys. The marsh turtle, got him a worm imitation. They bite actually a variety of things, you know, like from the fish pieces, mollusks, worms, you never know, like even imitation lures, you'll catch them. And this was a 3 kg 4, and I had this on a 4 kg line, and this thing really fought. So do be prepared. I would recommend, at least if you're fishing for the 3 kilogram turtles, at least put a 4 kg minimum line on, and you're definitely going to work for it, okay? But these are fun. This is going to be my new pet now, so he's my little mascot, and well, we're going to find a name for him eventually, but yeah, he's a nice little fella. And then we also got a trophy muskin or muksun, and again, trophy whitefish. We were in the Inicy, and the 3 kilogram. These are not like really big whitefishes, but you're definitely, when you throw the twisters out, there's many species of whitefish in the game. So if you throw that twister out and you love the whitefish fishing, well, that's what I recommend. I see for them. And then we also got a trophy humpback, and we were in the Pechora for this one as well. And I was just experimenting with the caddis flies. And of course, they're omnivores, so I mean they eat lures and bugs and some baits, and these are also nice to fish for as well, which is an alternative to the twister, and you will catch humpbacks as well. And then we got a Siberian bream, which we were also in the Inicy, and the Siberian bream are like the synonymous fish to peas. They love peas a lot, but you can get them on mollusks, so especially if you are sturgeon fishing, you're bound to get one of these. And also the whitefish also like mollusk pieces as well, so you're bound to get a bream in there sooner or later. So they're a fun fish, and I do love bream fishing as well. And then we got another trophy humpback, and we got this one also in the Pechora, and because they're omnivores, we got this one on a bloodworm. So when you're fishing for smaller species, once in a while one of these guys will come by and pick up that worm. So, they're quite fun. They're quite fun. And then we also got a trophy perch, guys, and we got this one in Norway. And I found for myself in many of the maps with perches, they seem to enjoy this VIB Salmon GT1. So I do recommend kind of putting that in your lure arsenal. They seem to pick that up, and they're quite fun. And of course the perches do like the silicon worms and things like that. And especially in the Netherlands map, which is a perchy map, and you're bound to get some nice ones there as well. But for Norway, this was a nice one. And then it brings us down to a trophy golden Crucian, and we were fishing in the Serbia River Danube. And of course I was using worms. I used worms, bloodworms, larva bark beetle, things like that. And you're bound to get one of these as well. And they feed periodically, especially fishing in 2 to 3 meter water. The Crucians will bite along with other small various species. Okay, and that was quite fun as well. And then we got a trophy roach too, and I started experimenting with the styrofoam balls. Again, I was in the Ukraine on the Dnieper River, and well, we got a 900 gram, which is a really nice size roach. Really, this is really close. This beautiful size roach. So we got styrofoam balls. Give them a try. They come in 4 colors of white, orange, and green and blue. Do get various species on them as well, especially on the small fishes. And then, of course, yes, we got trusty snippers here, of course, and do recommend if you're going to go to Finland and you want to catch some crayfishes. The signals are a lot of fun. They bite pretty much 24 hours a day, but they bite mainly better in the early evening, through the night, early morning, and sometimes intermittently throughout the day. And fish opals to fish pieces are a pretty standard bait for them. So they're quite fun, and I've caught them in depths of 2 to 8 or 10 meters of water. So they can be in the deeper holes, and of course they're in the small pond area on the northeast side of the Finland map. So if you want to fish for them, just ask somebody where they are and they'll tell you where to go, right? And then last but not least, we have our percarina. I call them perky fishes. And they like the silicone worms. There's 3 varieties of silicone worms, and they also like the larva bark of beetle as well, or a couple of bloodworms. And these guys dominantly pretty much feed at night. So I do recommend, if you're looking for these little fellas, I recommend 2 to 3 meter water, anywhere along the shorelines, a little bit of grass, lily pads, stuff like that, any kind of sheltering areas. You're definitely going to find one of these little fellas, okay? And that's it for our trophy report for which is number 10 for April of 2022. And please look forward to fishing with you, and also we're recruiting for our club, and it's always open. The doors are there to come fish if you're new to the game, or old, or fresh, or looking for some friends. Well, we come up and join us, all right? And I stream 7 days a week, so I'm on the Twitch channel, and look forward to seeing you there, all right? And catch the big one, buddy.